my kitchen. Okay, today I'm going to make for you these delicious, I'm going to call them muesli balls, because they're basically like a muesli bar in the shape of a ball. So yeah, just heaps easier to make, and I'll be completely honest with you, I don't think they're any cheaper than buying muesli bars, certainly not cheaper than buying the, the no brand, small muesli bars. So, but at least with this one that you are packing like life-giving nutrients into these, and you know exactly what you're putting in. So this is what they look like. I've already made a batch of these. They're obviously my family is going through them quickly, which is always a good sign. So I'm going to make a next set, which will hopefully get me another few weeks. So yeah, so I did actually forget to put in the coconut in these ones, so I'm going to do that. And I also, I thought that they might be nice for sultanas. Now unfortunately I don't have any sultanas, but I did find that I have some craisins. So we will give that a go. You could use a cheaper peanut butter than this, because you do use this entire jar to make the amount that I'm making. So you could obviously buy a cheaper jar. This was $4.50 on special at Woolies. I think it's more like $6 normally, but it's a protein peanut butter, so it's got extra seeds in it, and I just like to be able to pack as much nutrition in as I can, because my kids are going to take these to school, so I want them to be yummy but also full of nutrients as well. So yeah, like I said, you can get a cheaper one, but this is a good idea. Okay, chia seeds. I've only got white chia seeds at the moment, so that doesn't matter, anything will do. The Nature Nate's Natural Honey, I've only just started buying this, and it is delicious. So yeah, a little bit dearer, like this is $18 this bottle, so I'll love it the time that I see it on special. But it's completely unfiltered honey, so it's really great. Okay, your dark chocolate chips. I just use the dark chocolate because they've got more health benefits in them than the milk chocolate does, but it's completely up to you. Okay, so I'm going to put in some flaxseed meal, because once again, no one's going to know it's there, and it's great nutrition for them. Obviously your rolled oats is your biggest ingredient. I will probably use like almost this whole amount, but what it's going to make is like, this was full, and there was another container half the size that was full as well that's already been eaten. So it makes quite a bit. So yeah, and then maca powder is great for anything to do with hormones. I always found it really helped with my period pain issues when I used to deal with that. Praise God, don't anymore. So, but I've also found that it's helped my son with his, boy hormone issues as well. So I think it's a really great thing. It actually adds a great flavour to it as well. You don't put too much in, but it's just a really great element. So once again, it's up to you. This is like one of those things that you can put in whatever you want, in as much or little as you like. So yeah. Okay, so I am not, especially with things like this, I'm not a measurer. I basically just put it in, and then you basically have to work on, obviously you need it to be a certain amount of moisture, a certain amount of dry, that sort of thing, in order for it to bind well and stay together. But obviously you just work that out as you're going along. So yeah, so let's get into it. All your ingredients are dry. I've still got a couple more to do, but once it gets, you put your peanut butter in and your honey, it gets obviously a lot more sticky and just a little bit harder to work with. So just do your best to mix your dry ingredients through before you add the wet ones. is a little bit tedious because it's just sticky and doesn't really mix that well, but you've just got to persevere, just keep going with it. I just like to get a little bit of the peanut butter in before I put the honey in. The honey does make it a little bit easier once you put that in. This is most definitely an arm workout. Whether they clump into the balls or not, or whether they need more. And obviously, because of the big amount, it's a good idea to keep mixing it as your mixture gets smaller. So yeah, I'll just grab it. Now you've got to push these together quite a bit to get them to clump. This seems quite good, this consistency. So yeah, you just get it like this, put them in there, and then they're going to go into the fridge to set, and they're going to be stored in the fridge as well. Once you've emptied out a little bit of your mixture, you'll find that a lot of the dry rolled oats and that sort of thing have ended up at the bottom not really mixed with any moisture. So that's why it's a good idea to wash your hands off, give it another stir through, and add a little bit more honey. Right to the bottom, and a lot of it is drier ingredients, it helps to every now and then wash your hands off and start again with wet hands, and it seems to work a bit better. So we ended up with 2 of these containers full. The other one's a little bit fuller than this one. But so how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. So that's a pretty good number, because if you think about even at Aldi, the muesli bites that you can buy there, you get about, I think, maybe 8 or 10 in a packet for $3, and then the smush ones at Woolies, they're probably a little bit dearer, and you only get about 4 or 6 in the packet. So this is a really good way to keep your budget under control and be giving your kids healthy snacks for their lunchbox. So yeah, give it a go. I will include the recipe in the description. Okay, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so that you know when I put new videos up. So yeah, respect the temple, think about what you're putting in and on your body, and think about how you can make yummy, yummy things to put in your body. It doesn't have to be boring to eat healthy. So yeah. Okay, bye.